Okay, so here we go. Test review today. 2, 6, 19. All right. So number one, graph the function and, you see this, and the parent function. Okay, so it's a parabola. So let's do the parent function first. Okay, so the parent function is going to be at, and we know how to do this. This should be easy, right? Should be easy. Okay. You guys can do this, right? I'll do it anyway. But so parent function, I'll do that in red. I'll do the y equals x squared. So the easiest way for me to do parabolas, I just do the t-table in my head. 0 squared, 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, right? And then it's symmetrical. So 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 squared is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And then so forth and so on. Of course, it's symmetrical. So its line of symmetry goes right through at x equals 0. And there's my parent function. And now we're simply going to move. We're going to translate this so it moves. A new vertex is going to be at positive 4, negative 9. And the reason it's always the opposite is because you need to get the vertex, which is the lowest spot, right? You need the opposite. You need a positive 4 to 0 this out to get you down to. That's why the opposite works. So I'm going to go to positive 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go down to negative 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll do the same thing. I'm just going to translate my parabola. My red parabola is going to be translated down here. My line of symmetry now goes right through the middle of it. You don't need the line of symmetry, but I'll put it there anyway. Okay? Makes it easy, okay? So I do my 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, and my 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course it's symmetrical. So I fold it over the line, okay? So I have it here, here, and here, okay? I'll give you a chance to catch up, please. If I go too fast, tell me to slow down, okay? Please. Because it's not what I know. I want to help you, right? I already know the math. I want to make sure you know the math, okay? Okay, thumbs up. Moving on. Okay, let's take a look at number 2, okay? Number 2, g of x be a reflection of the x-axis and a vertical stretch of 1/2, followed by a translation of 5 and 1 unit of absolute value of x. So let's do it. So first of all, g of x is going to equal, first of all, reflection over the x-axis. Negative, okay? Negative, okay? Reflect over the x-axis, negative. Stretch of 1/2, so negative 1/2, okay? There's my stretch. Absolute value, okay? Now, if it's going to be 1 unit right, I'm going to go the opposite. So I'm not going to add 1. I'm going to subtract 1, x minus 1. And any translation horizontally is always done inside, right? Any translation horizontally is always done inside and the opposite direction. And then finally, we're just going to go up 5. Okay, that's my equation. That's g of x. Okay, do I need to graph it? I don't. However, having an idea of what it looks like helps me with domain range, okay? So I'm just going to do a real rough sketch. I don't need a beautiful sketch, just a little easy sketch. 1, 5. It looks something like that, okay? Hey, look, I don't need it, but I need it for the range. It'll help me with the range, okay? So domain's easy. How wide is it? X equals all real numbers, right? That's my domain. My range, remember you reach for your range, but this time I'm not going up, I'm going down, right? Yeah, Daisy?
So is it okay if I said I do domain equals ARL?
That's all real numbers? You want to write out all real numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll,
that'll work for me, but it won't work in a college class. Okay? Yeah, I will know what you mean, but in a college class it won't work, okay? Good question. And then how about y is less than or equal to 5? Or in a college class, they're going to say with g of x. But I'll take that. College class are going to want g of x because that's really what the function is, g of x, not y, right? Okay. Pretty easy. Start at 5 and go down. All right, number 3. Write the equation line and put it in intercept form. Okay, so first of all, let's y equals mx plus b. Let's just start there. It is a straight line. It's linear. So let's use our slope-intercept form. So m, slope, I'll do a little work over here. It is going to be y2 minus y1, right? So we're going to go 600 minus 200 over x1 minus x2. Okay, so the y's and the slope formula I can put on the board if you guys don't remember it, but I'm just doing this one here. Oh man, I should find that eraser. Here it is. So the slope formula, and I'll leave it up here for you for the test, but the slope formula is just going to be our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? You guys remember that?
Oh.
Okay. You don't remember that? No, there's something new for you.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we learned that somewhere along the line. So anyway, what I get is a 400 over negative 4, or I get a negative 200, right? Or negative 100, sorry. Negative 100. Okay, now negative makes sense because it's going downhill, right? So that's my m. So I'm going to go y equals negative 100x plus b. Now b looks like maybe 700. Is it? I don't know. It might not be. In fact, I think it's 640. How do I know that? I did the math, huh? I did the math. So what do I mean by I did the math? So I picked either point. I like this point. It's easier, right? Less numbers. So every point has a corresponding x and a y value. I'll put my 600 in for y, and I'll put my 1 in for, oh, it is going to be 700. I'm wrong. It's a different question. Maybe it's question C tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, 600 goes here. Negative 100 times 1 plus b. 600 equals negative 100 plus b. I was wrong. It is 700. It's a different question I'm thinking of. You might see one like that tomorrow. I don't know. Well, plus 100, right? To solve for b, right?
Oh, it's negative 100.
Yes, yes. So my answer should be y equals negative 100x plus 700. Okay, Evan, you were shaking your head. It was, and you were right. And what I like technically is if you want to do sales, I like S of t, sales over time. I like this better, but you don't have to do this. I just made the problem. This is certainly okay, but really the problem has nothing to do with x and y. It has to do with sales, right? Now, let's interpret the slope. What does the slope mean? So if I interpret the slope, what's the slope? Well, it's going to be sales per year, isn't it? So in words, so if it says interpret slope, I'm going to use words. I'm going to say sales, so slope. I'm going to say it's going to be sales per year. Okay, so we need to actually say what is that darn slope, sales per year, okay? All right, number 4, I'm going to need a piece of scratch paper because I'm never going to be able to put number 4 on this, right? It won't fit, so I'm going to whisk this away. Now let's do number 4 here, okay? All right, so parabola has a vertex, number 4. Vertex is going to be at negative 6, negative 12, and it's going to pass through the point at 0, negative 24. Okay, so vertex, I'm going to start with vertex form. Y equals a times an x minus an h squared plus k. Let's just start there. And then I'm plugging my vertex. Y equals a times x minus a minus 6. In fact, Xavier, you and I talked about that. Minus the minus makes a plus, right?
Yeah.
Plus 12 squared. Oops, 6, my bad, look at that. Minus 12. This is the same one we did, isn't it? This is the same one we did on the warm-up? Yeah. So we'll just do it again. Let's take 0, negative 24. Negative 24 equals a times 0 plus 6 squared minus 12. I'll even show the plus now, Alana. Alana, this is one you did, right? Plus 12, plus 12. No, this one Jeremy did.
Yeah.
Negative 12 equals a times 36, right? Divide by 36, and a is a negative 1/3. So, grand answer of, take that, put it right there. Yeah, y equals negative 1/3 times my x plus 6 squared minus 12. Okay, you guys can do that tomorrow? All right. Number 5. Okay, number 5. I'm just going to use a matrix. You guys agree? Right? Matrix A, 3, 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 3, 4, and matrix B, 13, negative 9, negative 8, right? And I'm going to put these in my calculator. You guys are already cruising along on it. That's awesome. You guys are already doing it, aren't you? So if you have forgotten how to do this, I'll go through it with you again. Okay, I'll go to matrix, which is in blue. I want to edit, because I want to create A, so edit A. It is a 3 by 3, and then I'm going to just start typing over the numbers, right? So I'm going to go, okay, 3, 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 3, and 4, okay? Now I'm going to get out of there, push quit, not clear. I don't push clear, so I don't want to clear anything. I just want to quit, come back in, go to matrix again. This time I'm going to edit B, go down and edit B. B is a 3 by 1. I'll put in a 13, a negative 9, and a negative 8, right? And again, don't push quit, don't push clear, because you don't want to clear your numbers. Just quit. And now here's the big thing right here. You need to get this in your calculator. Matrix A inverse times matrix B. Okay, you got to get that in your calculator. Okay, that's the big key. So to do that, I'm going to go to names in my matrix. I'm going to go to my matrix. I need to find names because I want to use A. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my matrix. Go to my matrix, and it's on A, right? So I'm going to push enter, and A pops up on my calculator. Okay, the inverse button, the little x to the negative 1, that's what I want. X to the negative 1. So hit that. Times. I need B, so I go back to matrix. And I want B on names, because I've already made B. That's the B I want. Enter, enter, boom, there's my answer. So, it's a point, negative 3, 6, negative 2, okay? How's that? Pretty easy, right? Okay. 6. Am I going too fast? Okay, 6 should be super easy. Hoping. Because we know how to do this already. 6. We're going to graph f of x, a 1/2 x plus 3 squared minus 2. Okay? So vertex is at negative 3, negative 2. Put my xy axis in there. Okay. Alright. Negative 3, negative 2 is there. Now I'm going to do it. I'm going to first put in the regular one, and then I'll do it half as tall so you guys can really see. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 squared is 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And of course, it is symmetrical. Now I'm putting this in pencil because that's not what I really want. I want this to be half as tall. Half as tall. So what I'm going to do to make it half as tall is I'm just going to do this. Instead of going up 1, I go to a half. Instead of going up 1, 2, 3, 4, half of 4 is 2. Instead of going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, half as tall would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. And of course it's symmetrical. Okay, and I get this right here. How am I doing? Okay. Okay, now, increasing, decreasing. Okay, so we've got the vertex. The line of symmetry is easy. Increasing, decreasing is a little bit tricky for you, but I'm going to try and do that again for you, okay? A line of symmetry is right at x equals -3, okay? So my line of symmetry, boom, right down the middle, okay? X, it's an x equation. X lines are straight up and down vertically. Okay, that's my line of symmetry. X equals -3. Got it. Now, where is it going uphill? From -3 over, correct? So increasing is when x is greater than -3. So when x is greater than 3. So think about this. As the x values get bigger, the graph gets taller. As the x values get bigger, the y values get taller, correct? It's increasing. Decreasing is just the opposite, right? Decreasing, okay? As the x values get more negative, the graph goes downhill, right? The graph is going downhill here, so decreasing, and that's when x is less than -3. Now you don't say equal on either one of them because right at the vertex it's neither increasing or decreasing. You're at the bottom of the hill, right? If you're chilling at the bottom of the hill, you're not going up, you're not going down. Okay? Make sense? This is where kids have troubles when we talk about increasing, decreasing, okay? You can see it, but can you describe it? And if you have to use words and say it's getting bigger from -3 over, okay, I'll take that. Not very mathematical. You say it's getting smaller when x is, or it's when it's less, or it's going from -3 back. Okay, I'll take it as long as you know. It's not very mathematical, but you get it, okay? All right, let's look at 7. All right. Okay, number 7. All right, so bridge builder. In town, plans to construct a suspension bridge over the Wenatchee River. The curve of the cable being formed will model the equation. So it's a suspension bridge. So let's just draw a picture, okay? Suspension bridge is like the Golden Gate. You guys know the Golden Gate Bridge? It's a suspension bridge, right? So we want to find out where x represents horizontal feet and y is the height. At what height will the cable be close to the bridge? So obviously right in there, right? Which has got to be the vertex. This makes sense, right? So I've got h of x equals a 0.002x squared minus a 0.2x plus 60. And the vertex, right? So the vertex is my -b over 2a. I want to use that little mini formula. Here's my a, b, and c. So my vertex is going to be x equals a negative 0.2 over a 2 times a 0.002. Okay, negative b, negative over 2a. So that becomes a positive 0.2 over a 0.004, and I'm just going to use my calculator, right? I can do that. Okay, clear. I'm going to put 0.2 divided by 0.004, and I get an answer of 50. Okay, x equals 50. Okay, now that's not the height. That's this distance here. That distance is 50. Okay, so to get the corresponding height, let's just plug that in. So if I plug that in, I'm going to plug 50 into my equation. 50 in for x, right? We'll just simply go h of 50 equals negative, nope, not negative, but 0.00, 0.02 times my 50 squared minus my 0.02 times 50 plus 60. And my goodness gracious, you guys, use your calculator. Please use your calculator. This is not a math class to find out if you can multiply decimals, right? If you can't multiply decimals, okay, just use a calculator, okay? So we're going to go 0.002 times my 50 squared minus my 0.2 times my 50 plus 60, and I get an answer of about 55. So it's about 55 feet off of the river. So the height would be 55 feet. Okay, can you do that tomorrow? Yeah, that's not that bad, right? Yeah, just be careful not to make mistakes, okay?
Why don't you just wrap it and use the paper?
You can. You can. Okay. 8. You guys ready for 8? All right, I'll wait for you. Okay, let's do some math. Okay, I'll whip this way whenever you're ready. Okay, and then we'll do number 8, and we're almost done, okay? Boy, how much time do I have? Oh, we might not get time for anything, but I think I'll have time to finish this, right? Yeah, okay. All right, let's look at, we can do a Kahoot maybe tomorrow after the test for bonus points. How's that sound? All right, so number 8. So first of all, let's put all of this in the stat button, okay? Here's my list 1, my list 2. I'm going to stat it. Okay, clear, stat, edit. I'm going to get rid of my old stuff, clear out my list 1, clear out my list 2. Now, yesterday I was helping somebody, who was it, where it had list 3 and list 4? Yeah, and it wasn't working, so you got to be careful that if it says different than list 1, list 2, when we go to calculate, you got to be careful on that, okay? So if you get messed up during the test, ask me. I can fix it for you, okay? Anyway, let's put these in. So let's go 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, 7, enter, and then 112, 125, 132, 133, and 128, okay? So go back to stat. Now before I finish up on this problem, think about this. You're selling bears, right? If you make it super cheap, you'll sell a lot of bears, but you won't make any money. Does that make sense? If you make it really expensive, you won't sell any bears, right? So somewhere in the middle, I didn't say beer, I said bears. Somewhere in the middle would be the perfect price, right? And that's what we want to find, is the perfect price. Okay, so go back to calculate, quadratic regression, right? List 1, list 2, make sure it says what the list you need. Calculate. There we go. Okay, now I don't have my R, but I wasn't asked for the R. So my equation should be this. I should have a y equals a negative 3x squared plus 34x plus 37. That's what I got. Okay, did you guys get that too? Okay, now, so $9. Okay, so if we make the bears cost $9, how many are we going to sell? So let's plug the 9 in, okay, because that's the price. So to do this one, we're going to plug in my y equals my negative 3 times my 9 squared plus my 34 times my 9 plus 37. Okay. Let my calculator do the work, right? Let your calculator, don't worry about it, just let the calculator do the work. 9 squared plus 34 times 9 plus 37 and about 100, okay? So that means I would sell about 100,000 in terms of thousands. Yeah, thousands. I'd sell about 100,000 bears, okay? Now, what would be the best price? So the best price would be like the vertex. Think about this as a curve. If I could draw a picture and you've got your price and you've got your bears, right? Okay, super cheap price. We'll sell a lot of bears, but we won't make any money, right? So somewhere around here is the best price. Super expensive price. Again, we won't sell very many bears. So again, it's the It's a vertex, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to use my negative b over 2a, which is going to be a negative 34 over 2 times negative 3. 34 over 6. So let's sell them for $5.67. That'd be our best price. And we should sell the most amount of bears if we had that price, okay? All right, number 9. This one's not hard. Okay, number 9 is not bad, okay? So, we've got a car company, and we're going to sell. What happens when you rent from us, it's going to be $45 a mile plus $5, okay, for cleaning fee, okay? But we're not making any money. We're going to up the prices because this is like way too low. Price of maintenance is killing us, right? So the first thing we do is we're going to charge $8 more because people are leaving their cars a mess. So I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go, my g of x is going to equal my 0.45x plus 13, because I'm going to add in 8, okay? So I'm going to plus 8, okay? I'm going to do that first. So now my cleaning fee is higher, but now the price of gas is getting expensive, right? So that I need to include that, so I'm going to multiply my whole thing, my whole entire equation by 1.30 times a 0.45x plus 13, okay? That's going to be my new cost model, right? Now you can leave it in that form, that's fine with me. I would take that, or we could just multiply it out, right? That's 1.3 times 0.45. So I get g of x equals a 0.585x plus, what is 13 times my 1.3, and I get an answer of about a 16.9, okay? Either one of these is my new plan, okay? Now, 2 minutes to go. The bell's going to ring. I'm going to make it perfect. Let's just plug 195 in. Plug 195. Good thing I didn't copy off homework because I wouldn't have given it anyway, right? G of x, or g of 195, is equal to 0.585, 195 plus 16.9. You're way ahead of me, aren't you? And I get about $130 and about 98 cents is what I would charge on that plan, okay? How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the test